I didn't know my baby loved me so until that letter come to let me know. I'll pack my bags and then I'll go and catch the first train I see hitting south.
What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the Beer Review channel. We are back for another review. If you're new to this channel, welcome. We're going to jump into another Birmingham beer today on Instagram, and today being the 20th. Is that right? I don't know what today is. I don't know. I have no idea what today is. It's Tuesday, and I will post this video on Wednesday morning. Let's put it that way. Anyway, on Instagram, I noticed this pop-up of a picture of this can. This is Ghost Train's Shamrock Kiwi Wheatgrass Kettle Sour. It's their Kettle Sour base, fermented on kiwis and wheatgrass. My wife and I love Kaleidoscope, which is their raspberry, strawberry, and something. It's like a big kaleidoscope of berries. And then I've reviewed that one, boysenberry, the stout. I've got a bunch of Ghost Train reviews. I'll try to link to them or even create like a playlist of Ghost Train stuff. But anyway, I noticed on Instagram they post this can. I was like, oh, so I dropped it in the thing. Some people from the BCBD group went over there, like, hey, cans will be ready in an hour. So their Instagram story, see the cans whirling, labels going on. I was like, heck yeah. So stopped by this afternoon, picked up this can fresh off the line. Shout out to that group for getting it done and putting out these amazing one-offs for Birmingham. I did have a sip of this while I was there from Chap. Thanks, buddy. Anyway, let's go. You know what it is. ABV 5.5%, 7 IBUs, SRM. Let me tell you this. I'm going to tip this can over for a second. These fruited things, a lot of times they get some sediment in it. I could switch the can, I guess. But anyway, I normally do this before you see it, but I didn't do it with this one. We're going into the Ghost Train glass. This beer is ugly, okay? I'll tell you what it looks like after I pour it in the glass, or what I think it looks like. All right, here we go. Don't be shocked by the color of this thing. All right, hang on. I'm going to swirl this a little bit, see if there's any sediment in there. Yeah, a little bit. We'll stop right there. All right, this thing looks like baby food. I sent Bear a picture of the Ecto Cooler. You guys remember those kids of the 80s? Oh, sorry, my hat's not facing the right way. Kids of the 80s, the High C Ecto Cooler, they were like this Ghostbuster thing. That's kind of what it reminds me of. You guys can see that. It's this awful looking green color. Anyway, let's get a nose on this thing. They're calling it Shamrock, and this thing, hey, this can is available at the brewery right now, and it will see distro. I confirmed that before I shot this review. Yeah, so it smells lactic. You got a little bit of that kiwi, some grassiness too, like straight up wheatgrass. We talked about it today. I've had wheatgrass and other fruit juices, like juice pressed, like fresh pressed juices at Golden Temple here in Birmingham. But yeah, it smells fruity, sour, lactic. That's the only way I know how to put it. All right, let's get a taste. Like I said, I had a taste of this thing, and it reminded me of something. I want to see if it still does. Not as much. No, it still does. Okay, so the front of this beer, first off, mouth feels medium. Real pleasant. Finishes a little bit dry. Yeah. So the front of this beer is sweet. Kiwi, like juiced. I can't remember how many days it said they took juicing these kiwis, but the front of the beer is that sweet, not overly sweet now, just juice sweet. It washes into this sour, acidic kind of taste, where it's a little bit puckering, not terrible. The back of it is wheatgrass. It's got a hint of like lemon lime thing going on too. This citrus balance that is just tart enough. I prefer Kaleidoscope more, and I definitely prefer the boysenberry smoothie sour more. But this is still a crusher, and it's It's not as tart as Kaleidoscope is. At least the Kaleidoscope cans my wife and I just had. It's not as tart as that. It's more balanced, like sweet to sour. So I just think that I know that this beer is like, it's February, but it's like 80 degrees right now in Alabama. So I mean, I get what this beer is for, but if it sells, I really could see this being a summer staple. Like, this is a great spring summer beer for me, or it would be for us. Lakes, pools, beach trips. So yeah, I think it's a good fruited sour, kettle sour. Not overly sour, causing just a little bit of that saliva stuff that I talk about with your jaws. I've talked about it before. It's a good beer. Absolutely crushable. Sessionable. It seems like one of these that I could drink and not get heartburn to. Like, a lot of times I back off of some of the sours, even kettle sours, because of the heartburn that I get from them. But this one seems mild enough and fruited enough on the front end that it does leave this really cool wheatgrass flavor in the back of your palate too, the more you drink it. But this thing is ugly as sin, absolutely crushable though. Ghost Train's Kiwi Wheatgrass Kettle Sour. Go pick it up, guys. Why not? $9.80 something cents for a 6-pack. Straight from the brewery. I have no idea what it'll be on the shelf, but from the brewery, that's what I paid today. There's the can. Until next time, y'all. Cheers.